Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Layton. The need for veteran services seems to always outpace the available resources. We've seen it happening in healthcare, and it happens too in the legal system. With us now, who's trying to do something about it to help our veterans, Antoinette Balta. She's with the Public Law Center. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that.
You provide services for returning vets, not necessarily criminal services for criminal law, but for other very needed services.
Absolutely. Operation Veterans Reentry at Public Law Center provides pro bono civil legal services for veterans, active servicemen and women, and their families.
It seems to me that the toughest part is matching the services that you can provide with the veterans who are out there who really need it. How do you make that connection?
Well, there is a clear demonstrated need for the services. You're absolutely correct. There is an issue sometimes with matching those veterans with the services given how needed and rare that they are. We attempt to assist veterans around Orange County by going to them. You know, there are issues with transportation with veterans specifically that have disabilities and mental health issues. So we operate a variety of mobile legal clinics countywide at places like, you know, the VSO county office, Veterans First, which is a premier housing facility for veterans, the vet centers, and other places so that they can access a pro bono attorney, you know, when they're accessing other resources as well.
What are some of the services you provide?
Well, it's a variety of civil legal services ranging from landlord-tenant and eviction defense to expungements, estate planning, bankruptcy, VA benefits, discharge upgrades, and more.
It seems to me the harder you work, the more you might realize the need just grows and grows and grows, and you're barely scratching the surfaces, especially the more you get to know your individual clients. Tell us about, you know, an example of some of the people you work with.
Absolutely. You know, for example, we did recently have an OIF veteran, a veteran who deployed multiple times to Iraq. This young gentleman was blown up by an IED. He lost sight in his right eye, could no longer see, had problem with the use of one leg, and suffers from significant post-traumatic stress, along with other disabilities and mental health issues. This gentleman came back, was unable to assimilate into civilian society and find employment for obvious reasons. He wakes up in the middle of the night. Sometimes, you know, he checks the area to make sure it's, you know, okay, free of insurgents. He has nightmares and other issues. So overall, he's unable to work. He was receiving benefits from Social Security, which were subsequently cut off, saying, well, they didn't believe at the time he was suffering from any mental health issues or other issues and that he could work. Given his disabilities and issues, he was unable to properly let the Social Security know that, you know, hey, I have these issues. So we came in as attorneys and advocated on his behalf. We attended a hearing with him and were able to get him his retroactive benefits, and he is currently now receiving his Social Security benefits so that he is able to thrive and be housed.
It seems like one of the greatest groups of people who need that advocacy, someone to really stand up for him, someone to say, hey, this guy's been at the Veterans Administration Hospital waiting for an appointment for a year now. Mm-hmm.
You know, there has been a lot of publicity about issues with the VA and medical care. Fortunately, in Orange County, while there are some issues that exist, the VA in Long Beach and Loma Linda are doing an excellent job.
If a veteran is watching, what's the first step they need to do to get in touch with you?
Oh, the first step is simply to call our office at Public Law Center. May I give the number?
Sure.
It's 714-541-1010, extension 291. You can call and set up an appointment. We'll do a brief intake over the phone to make sure that that veteran does qualify. They must be considered low income via the IOLTA standards, which is approximately $3,200 per month for a one-person household.
Great information. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I
appreciate it. And thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Layton.